become a stumbling block to them that are weak. Oh, no, I'm free. You know, I was watching one man of God one time, and the way they were talking about grace, I off my phone. It's a choice. Talking about grace, giving wholehearted liberty to people, that you can commit sin and go back to God, and grace still covers you. That is non-entity of spirituality. Non-entity of spirituality. That you are telling somebody grace covers you even in sin. No wonder you see men of God perming their head now. Rub relaxer on their head. And rub Ambi. And be moving as Boyoyo. A man that should be spiritual. A man that should be spiritually sensitive is now having time to go to saloon or sit with his wife to rub something on his head and put dye. And then rub cream. And then rub mustache. I like to look good, but not to that extent. No. You palm your hair, and then you put dye. I bought one shirt one time. The shirt has about how many buttons? Whether for fancy, I don't know. It took me time to be losing the button. I just left the button permanently. As soon as I put my hand, I force it through. No time for me. No time for me, sir. And then somebody will go to saloon, maybe a pastor on Saturday night, and they sit down, and then when they come, and Bobby, you touch this place, he said, look at here. They touch this place, he said, look at this place. A man. You are falling into carnality gradually. All that you are doing it for a value-based conscience. Somebody's watching you, that's why you are doing that. They cap your beard. He said, this place is bent. Straighten it. Some months ago, I just stood before the mirror and said, this constant shaving every day. And you know, some of you think I don't even have beard. I shave every day, I have beard. Every day I shave. Every morning I shave. Every day. I just, okay, let me leave some little beard. For constant shaving of this side is paining me. So I left the beard. One day I just saw myself in the mirror. I said, I'm looking like a he-goat. I talked to myself. I talked to myself all alone. I scraped the tin off. You see a man sitting down and then be carving beard, carving nose, carving everywhere, carving mustache, putting ambi on your head. What are you looking for? Rise your feet. Stretch your hand here. This is communion to purge your destiny. Are you with me? This communion will give you strength. It will enable you to go through these 40 days without a hitch. The children of Israel fed on the angel's bread for 40 years, and there was no feeble person among them. And so as you partake this communion today, 21 days prayer and fasting is a walkover for you. Did you hear me at all? Now read with me as we are standing. Psalm 78 and verse 24. And he had rained down manna upon them to eat, and had given them of the corn of heaven. Man did eat angels' food, and sent them meats to the full. As you eat here, this is not just communion, this is angelic food. As you partake of it today, your strength won't break down. Did you hear me at all? Your strength won't break down. Please hear me. Never in your life you commonize spiritual things. Did you hear testimony this morning? I wasn't a member of this church, but my sister fetched out of water of feet washing, took it home, and joblessness. Even though he was reluctant to, maybe somebody said this morning to partake of this communion, you'll be reluctant. You say, in my church, you know, there are some churches that say if you are not baptized, you can't. That's this religiosity. You are not baptized, you can't take communion. Jesus was they were breaking bread from house to house. Who asked them whether we are baptized? So as you partake of this communion today, strength will be infused into you. Energy will be infused into you. 21-day prayer and fasting will be like a child's play. You won't be watching time and watching the time to go and pray. You will go through 21 days smiling. Now, quickly before we partake of the communion, you are not born again. That's the criteria. You want to say, Jesus, I give my life to you. And then his body will be validated in your life. You are here this morning, you want to say, Jesus, to my life. I surrender my life to you. You are the one I'm talking to. Wherever you are, lift up your hands. I will pray with you. And then we partake of the communion this morning.